the Lumix S1R2?
Is it plagued with controversy?
Or is it just a diamond in the rough? Today, we find out on this long-term kind of review video.
Tonight on Kinatika.
This video is sponsored by Professional Photographers of America. More on them in a little bit.
This is a part 2-ish kind of video.
Or it could be part 1. Maybe you're starting here.
Depends on how you watch. Connor has made a companion video to this video where we went over the very honest negatives of the Lumix S1R2 and where it's at right now with its overheating issues, all the other dramas around this camera. But this video is going to be focused on how we also love this camera and like mostly the positive stuff about it after using it for a while and kind of getting over the honeymoon phase with it.
Right. Yeah, because we've had the camera now for a solid bit of time, and this is usually when you realize it's like, okay, is it gonna just sit on the shelf and collect dust, or is you just gonna get rid of it, or is it gonna be a mainstay in the kit? And for me, and definitely I think for you, it's stuck around.
Yeah, for me, it's like the main one I use. So here in the studio, I have the Blackmagic 6K full frame Fuji X-T3.
God bless.
Yes. The S9, which was my dad cam.
Yeah.
I should say is my dad cam.
One of my favorites.
Yes. The S1RII and the S1II and the S1R2. And the biggest thing for me is I have really not enjoyed shooting with my S9 personally.
Okay. Sure.
Since getting the S1R2.
Yeah.
Because the freaking viewfinder, the sauce of the sensor, we'll get into everything. But
yeah.
You still love your S9.
I do. I adore the S9, but I adore it for what it is because, again, you know, it's like I know that it doesn't have an EVF. I am aware that it doesn't have an EVF, but it's like I'm willing to look past that because I can fit an entire full-frame camera that I can shoot anamorphic 6K with stabilization for those anamorphic lenses, and the camera could, if my pockets are slightly baggy, fit.
Dude, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I just can't get over the no EVF.
Yeah.
It's a deal breaker for me at this point. I'm debating selling it for a Fuji, but we'll get into that in a different video.
Yeah.
So, what do we love about the S1R2? The issues are on your video.
Yeah.
What are we really enjoying about this camera after long periods of time?
Honestly, I mean, let's just not even dodge the bullet. Let's just go right in. It's the dang sensor.
There's something magical, genuinely.
There's something weird about it. And it's one of those things where it's like, okay, once you convert it to Rec 709 and you apply a color grade, you guys are not seeing what we're seeing, right, anymore. Like you are in some aspects. Like if you watched the video where I compared it to the Sony A7R5 and I pushed it to a really extreme grade, I like destroyed the image.
Yeah.
And I did that so that you could see the actual like noise patterns in the shadows and like whatever. It's like you can see when the image actually falls apart. So in that situation, I was deliberately showing you. But this isn't something you're gonna see as much in the final version on YouTube.
Yep.
It's something you're going to see and experience as you're working with it.
Yeah, it's like that moment when you're in your command center by yourself.
Yeah.
And you like have a shot that you got and you throw it in Resolve or whatever, put your grade on, and you're like, oh, this slaps. You get that feeling a lot with this camera.
And now it does every log.
I know, dude. Yeah, so I did a 2-camera shoot with the S1R2 and the S1II, ARRI-log, open gate maximum resolution on both.
Of course.
And it just looked insane. I just put like a transform on it. I was like, I don't want to do too much.
Yeah.
My friend Kevin Johnson, you know him.
Oh, yeah.
He has the Alexa 35. I got to op it last year on a shoot. And I asked him like about his grading workflow and stuff. And he's like, dude, the colors off my ARRI are so good that I try not to like do too much to the grade.
Right.
It's like I just like balance it and like let
it
ARRI be ARRI.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe we can kind of get that from this camera. It's kind of exciting.
Where else do you get this, like an 8K ARRI-log, open gate, anamorphic support camera under $4,000?
Nowhere.
Nowhere,
dude.
Not even close. Like, what's other cameras that even do open gate? The Pocket, I guess.
The 6K full frame and the Pixis.
The Pixis. So Blackmagic does it.
Yep.
You lose stabilization and you lose
autofocus.
Autofocus.
Good autofocus.
Good
The
autofocus.
freaking 6K full frame. I made a couple Instagram reels on it. Like the autofocus is so rough right now. It's pretty funny.
It's baby stages, though.
It is. Yeah.
I love that they did it.
I own that camera.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. But yeah, it's like with like the new updates,
Yeah.
the fact that you can get airy color or you can get Blackmagic RAW
True.
and autofocus and for best in class stabilization. It's like, bro, this thing is nuts.
It's nuts. And I want to, can I like mini rant?
Yes.
Mini rant.
Or mega rant.
We'll keep it small.
We got 3 angles. 1, 2, 3. Change it. There.
Hey, thanks, Ken. Appreciate that.
Thanks for the edit, Ken.
You boys are absolutely welcome, although I am not being paid enough for this. And I've been requested to do today's sponsored ad for Professional Photographers of America, friends of the channel, PPA. What do you want, little boy? As a member of PPA, you get so many incredible benefits. The most popular one is that you get up to $15,000 of gear equipment insurance. Good thing I'm a PPA member. But it's so much more than that. That's just one benefit. You also have access to their indemnification trust. And as an editor, before I had fancy storage systems, I lost client footage. But if I go through something like that, I can hit up PPA and say, look, this client's peeved off, hard drive failure, so I can have help to get that data back. Hey, you get off them stairs. I'm a babysitter, I'm an editor. I don't get paid enough. I have to do the ads on this channel now. PPA also has templates for contracts, rate cards, which is 2 of the hardest things to make on your own. How do I price myself? PPA helps you with this. Do you have to do that while I'm recording? Really? Click the link today down below and you'll get $25 off your membership. Let's continue this video. Cut it. Cut. End the clip.
A lot of people say in the comments of my videos and other people's videos, it's like, why do I need OpenGate? Right? That's the big question.
It's a big argument point right now.
They're like, just shoot it correct is usually what I'm being told, right? It's like, why didn't you just frame it correct? Why do you need OpenGate? I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're like, it's wasted resolution, it's wasted information on your media. Here's the thing. You don't always shoot things correct, especially in a run and gun environment, which is YouTube. It's also weddings. Oh my God, OpenGate in a wedding,
style, dude.
Anything doc style, to have the extra real estate is incredible. But like, this is really why you want it. You want it. I did a commercial shoot with Snapdragon, and we were filming on the Arri Mini LF. We were filming at OpenGate, and we were filming at OpenGate because we knew that they were probably going to want a vertical output of the same video that we were making for them.
So you're saying not just content creators do that, Connor?
I'm saying not just content creators, because everyone's a content creator now. We did, and we needed it, and they did post both. They posted, they showed it at their event, and it was 16:9, and then they also had a 9:16 version.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is you don't need to shoot OpenGate in these cameras. So if you really believe it's like, I don't need OpenGate, it's just wasted, shoot awesome 422 4K.
You can do DCI, you can do 16:9.
You can do all kinds of crazy things.
Yeah, you get the choice.
That's not even opening the can of worms of anamorphic.
Yeah, exactly. That's so true.
Yeah.
Now, I do like want to play devil's advocate on that a little bit too, because one of my favorite cameras that I still use all the time is my FX30.
Sure.
And I really do love how like A7S III, FX30, FX3 are just simple. It's like, it's 16:9, 4K, up to 120 frames per second. Looks great. It's simple. I get that. Just like max out the quality. Results are awesome. But there is something nice about like having the choice to do like any different framing that you want in post. And like for me, like editing is my favorite. That's where the story comes together. And there's times where it's like, yes, shoot it correct. But then you get into your edit and you're like, oh, actually, I could edit it in this way that would make it a more impactful shot. It's nice to have extra resolution, extra ways to frame things. What else do we love about this thing? I kind of want to like talk about the magic of the sensor, but how it also applies to photography.
Sure.
Which obviously you can argue this is a photography first camera.
It is.
It's amazing at both, but dude, the photos are also saucy.
Okay, so I hate shooting photos on Lumix cameras. I'll wrap around.
Okay.
But I have not enjoyed it. When I got the S5 IIX, adored it for video, loved it for video.
I hated that camera for photos.
But I would shoot photos on it. It was just gross to me. I was like, this is not
Like how it feels?
How it feels. The files were fine, I guess. It was just like there's no magic in it at all. It was just like, why did it even shoot photos? Just make a video camera.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing for me. Then the S9 came out, and I actually really liked shooting photos on it. Ironically, even though it's like doesn't have a shutter, same sensor. I don't know why. I think that's form factor exclusively because
Yes.
that had to be form factor that was influencing it.
Photography enjoyment, I think, is the form factor.
Yeah, for sure the form factor. But the first camera that Lumix made that I enjoyed shooting photos on it because the files looked amazing and the experience was good was this camera.
Dude, also I can't lie, being in Norway,
That did help.
There's something real about that, and I think the viewers need to know that too, is like, obviously, like, when you get invited to an event, they want to, like, take you to a super cool place.
Yeah.
And I think, like, honestly, part of my love for this camera is, like, dude, I got to hang out with you in Norway.
Yeah.
And, like, go overseas and shoot photos. But the other real side of that coin is, like, the results are incredible. The experience is incredible. Even just having, like, a dedicated photo-video switch.
Yep.
The shutter sounds awesome.
Yep.
Autofocus is snappy.
It's good.
Burst modes are crazy. And it just looks so good. And then there's the whole real-time LUT experience too.
Oh my God.
That I'm obsessed with. I mostly shoot JPEG right now.
Okay, can we also talk about how some things are dumb but we love them?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so like thing that is dumb that I love, this was in the S9 and now it's in this 65 by 24 aspect ratio.
Yeah.
All it's doing, literally all it's doing is removing information from your photos.
Slaps.
And I know that it's dumb. I know it's dumb. But here's the thing. I hang out with Kofi. If you've ever watched, go watch Kofi's channel. Kofi's channel is amazing. I was hanging out with Kofi, and he was shooting on the GFX 50R.
Yeah.
And he shoots that in that same aspect ratio all the time. There's something about, this is going to sound weird because it's like limitations. But
it's like creative restraint.
It's a creative restraint, but it's like you're not literally restrained. You're not literally limited because you could not shoot in that mode if you want to.
Or you could shoot that plus RAW.
But there's something about narrowing your point of view that makes everything in that frame more important. Right?
Yes.
So by making it more important in the frame, you had to think about it more. Why is that not in other cameras?
I don't know.
But it's in this one.
It felt like it was only in Fuji forever. I've been begging another company to try to compete with their, like, film simulations, their aspect ratios and stuff. And Lumix, I feel like they gave us that and then some.
Right.
I honestly don't use Lumix Lab very much, but I think that's a testament to how simple the setup can be. Because, like, if you want to make your own LUTs, which I just do all my photo LUTs in Resolve. I just grade my vlog footage or now my Airy log footage. I make a LUT and then I use it for photo and video.
Yeah.
You can use it as a preview. You can bake it into your video, bake it into your footage or your photos. It's insane.
It's so weird to have LUTs in photos.
I know, right? It's almost one of those things where it's like, why didn't we think of that sooner?
Yeah.
But now it's here.
Now it's here.
Is there any other huge positives? I mean,
there's tons of positives, but things that like other cameras have, like the dual card slot, one being CF-Express-B and one being SD, that's great.
USB-C webcam.
That's great too. That's
the
a new
screen
thing.
design.
If your camera doesn't have this, unless it's a specialty camera,
for sure.
unless it's a specialty camera, like it's a retro, whatever fits in your pocket, okay, fine. But like
as a workhorse camera,
why this is correct. This is correct.
Everyone can be happy.
And if you go back from this, you just went and made something objectively worse.
And yeah, check out Connor's channel to see like the raw, unfiltered cons of this camera. And thanks for watching Kinotika.
Yeah, this has been the reunion.
We all needed this.
The reunion. Hey Dave, good to see you.
Arthur?
Morgan?
Good boy.
Now, what are cookies? When I accept cookies, what are those? So every time I click that, there's no snacks. It is pissing me off. Hey! Hey, boy! So we gotta file another claim. We're really pushing this PPA membership to its limits. And that's why they support our channel. Really.